there. You got to get the image. And when you get the image, now you can see what vision you can have. Mm-hmm. Psychologically.
All right.
Now, some people, don't like what I'm finna say, but I just need truth. It's the only thing I got, so bear with me. Some people don't understand why psychologically, okay, and I'm going to use this term, I don't even like to use it, but why African American people don't do certain things, go certain places, achieve certain things. Yeah. Because of an image.
Yeah.
It's an image. Come on, Dad. And know what? It's true of all people. You ain't have to, I'm just using that because that's what we're probably acquainted with. You could use it the other way for any people. But because of the image. And I know this is true because I took the psychology and the sociology classes and we talked about labels. Go ahead. You want somebody to fulfill something, give them a label when they're young. Just tell them what they are. And watch them come up being nothing but that. Yeah. But if that same, y'all listen. If that same individual one day finds out who they really are, image, you can't stop them.
Amen.
Now, if you are against the image, if you are against, and you know if they find out the image, and you know that if they find the image out, you can't stop the vision. And if you can't stop the vision, that means whatever you do out externally to them ain't gonna work. Why it ain't gonna work? Because what I already told you, they not walking by that. They're walking by what's in them, in the vision, the inner view, the inner vision. If you walk by that, that's given by the image. But you got to know the image. Now, once that person wakes up and find out, that's my image, they're going to be looking at everybody else like, oh, hey, y'all better get on board because this shit about to sail. Now, when I know who I am, whatever you do can't stop my vision.
Come on now.
If you still going to fight, you're going to fight.
Yeah.
You're going to get a war. You're going to get that. But you can't stop that. Okay, what do you mean can't stop it? Christians going everywhere, Book of Acts say they turned the whole world upside down. Okay, let's think about this. Jesus walking around with 12 guys. Got a lot of followers on the outside. Got 12 guys, teachers. They know him. One of them betrayed him. Okay. He had 3 out of the 12, the inner circle. Okay. And one of them denied him and cussed somebody out for saying he with him. Okay. Then you kill the leader. Okay. Now, we understand what happened with the resurrection. But what made Peter, or what could make Peter, somebody that would cuss you out if you say you were associated with him, be the first one to deny? That's because Peter was given something, a faith, an understanding of who Christ was after death. He was given this. That understanding put him in a position to do what he now had the vision to do. All right. To go out there and conquer the world. Now watch this, even under threat of death. Why did Peter cuss the girl out the first time? Because if they knew his association, they'll kill Peter. But watch what happens. Go look at Peter over at Acts 3 and 4.
Come on now.
Peter, we're going to kill you.
He don't kill you.
Okay. I know what this is.
Right.
Now, when you get that in your spirit, the only way they will conceive, watch where I'm going, that they stop the vision is to kill you. So let's say they kill you. But see, vision don't die like that. I'm talking to about 100 people right now.
Come on.
If I should die, my vision don't.
Die with.
Because if just 10% get what I'm saying,
Come on.
they finna go and take over everything. Because I just told them who they are, where vision come from,
Yes.
and that they do not walk by sight, but they walk by faith. You can get rid of me, but you can't kill the vision.
Right.
So Peter is gone, but we still
Come on now.
vision.
Right.
We still doing the things that are part of the vision. Why? Because you meditate on the law of the Lord. You follow the book. When you leave the meditation, you get distracted. You don't know. Now, not just a spiritual sense. This is what you need to do in your life. Here's the practicality. Here's the practicality. Because it works whether you're a Christian or not when it comes to knowing who you are in the image of God. Which person ain't created in the image of God? Every human being. You don't believe me? Say it this way. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. That light, later he's going to say, is the true light, which what? Lighteth every man that cometh into the world. When you know what you're doing, when you know who you are, you will see where you can go, and then you start a plan. That's your law. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. The moment you get distracted, guess what? You just cast off restraint. That's what this text is telling you. Without any vision, the people perish. Without law, God. But happy is he who sticks to what? The law. What's the law? That's your plan. We got a law. We're working it in the church, but you need a law for your life. So whatever you came in here thinking you can't do, now you got the image. You need the vision, but what you need is a law. Well, I'm looking for a husband or I'm looking for a wife. Okay, that's fine. What's your law?
All right now.
God got law. I hope you follow it. Because if you follow it, it can work for you. Let me look at this from a male perspective. If you ain't got no law, come on now, grown folk, listen. If she ain't got no law, come on now, y'all do this.
Come on now.
Body count. You might be deterred.
Well,
Because she ain't practiced no restraint. Is this making sense? Vice versa, whatever. You know.
Same thing.
And then, if you get a guy, and he ain't got no law, you wonder why there's all kind of other things going on that you didn't know about. There's no law. Now, granted, that may be his law. I have to keep it real up here, I'm just saying. Because some of us, that's your law. That's your law. But now when we go into the Bible, it gives us a law that we... Y'all ain't there. Come on now. I told you before I started. Real, relevant, and ready. Now, I already told you that. So that's just a practical example of understanding what it means when there is no vision, when there is no prophetic vision, the people cast off restraint. They cast it off. They don't know where they're going. You don't know who you are. So you don't follow the law. And you do any and everything society is telling you that you do. Because when our little girls turn on the TV and they see what them, you know, they doing, you see, and see, they think that that's what they're supposed to do. That's the image of a woman. You had better take control of your domain and tell what the image is so that they can see the vision where they're going and then give them law, restraint, a plan, and stick to the plan. But it's got to be an interview. You got to get real with yourself. Y'all wake up Monday morning, look in the mirror, ask yourself, who is it? Who is it? That he thought enough to put a non-physical soul in this body. Because I'm not the body. I'm actually this consciousness. And if you think about it, I can actually take note of what I'm thinking. Taylor, why do you think that? Why are you doing this? When you get to that level, you are contacting that part of you that came from an infinite God. So if part of you is infinite possibility, infinite thought, tell me what you can't do.
All right.
I can tell you what I can do. That don't mean I'm going to do it.
No.
Come on.
Doing all this research, Brother Brown, doing all this research last year, drop shipping all these businesses and all these things, and I saw some things I could do, but I wasn't willing to do. Too much time. I'm good. Then it dawns on me, wait a minute. It's not my gift, no.
Watch it.
How do you know you? I should have gave y'all this morning. How do you know? Take a current inventory of what you already do. Look at your life, reflect on the life. Interview yourself. When you interview yourself honestly, you're going to say, Taylor, that's good. It's not an arrogant thing to acknowledge what you do good yourself. I'm not saying I'm better than you and you can't do it. No, I'm saying I do this thing very good. And I can improve and I will improve and it feels good and I love it and it seems to help people. Well, guess what your purpose is? Now watch the devil step up in there. Well, you not this one. See, you were never meant to have the image of that person.
Come on now.
Well,
It show you some things. You may get a few pointers here and there. Listen, your image of self ain't the person. I love who Bruce Lee was, man.
Come on.
Awesome guy.
Yeah.
Just wow.
Right.
Tell it.
But I can take some things from him
Yeah.
and I use it in my gift.
Well,
I ain't got to go break no boards. But this is what I will say. Watch this video.
come on.
I will say this. Boards don't hit back. Boards are the sight. That's the physical. Bruce Lee didn't just fight you on what he could see.
No.
Because if he fought you on what he could see, all them big guys, he would have ran away.
Yep.
He fought, watch this, he didn't even fight on their capability. He fought on his image of who he was, himself. And he already knew who he was.
Well,
The question is whether or not they going to know who they are when they finish taking this butt with you. Are you going to know who you are? Know who you are right now. If you really know who you are, you might second guess, going into that. So what did I do? I just took something from his philosophy and hopefully use it to help somebody in this arena. So when we all recognize individually where we going, but we using the same power to do it, we'll all get better.
Yes.
Interview yourself. Get the interview in you, the interview. You got to hold the image.
Yep.
What are you doing? What do you see? If you don't see nothing, you're right. You ain't got nothing. But if you start seeing it, oh, the plan is coming. You just got to stay. Maybe I do some more persistence. So here we are at the close. If you do not know Christ today, this thinking must also be in you that was also in Christ Jesus, who being in form of a man, thought it not robbery to be equal with God, took of himself no reputation, humbled himself until the calling of a man. Did y'all hear? That's Philippians 2 and verse 4. That's in the Bible. I didn't make that up. So when I know who I am, I'm just simply humble enough to know I'm not the infinite, but I have the infinite in me.
come on.
And what we are inviting people to is the access